Hey guys, happy Monday. Today I'm going to talk about what I surmise in all of my wisdom to be the absolute worst thing in terms of keeping us as a collective species from uniting and really blossoming into, right? Because there's the collective consciousness. And I think the worst thing keeping us down that's in that collective consciousness is this notion that women are keeping men down, are the reason for, all these various terrible things, whether it be high suicide rates or male loneliness. Women don't have shit to do with that. At least not to the level that you would think, that you would like to think. It's so easy to blame women, right? Because they are annoying. They're so annoying. And they're so dumb, right? And they're so weird, right? But no, like men, I will not watch anything that pins men and women together against each other. I will not watch gender-based content. Absolutely not. It is so stupid because it absolves the real culprit, which is men in power. Men in power have fucked over men as a collective in North America to fucking Africa. Men in suits, banker men, and the people that work for them have fucked over the male race to the point where it is now. It is not women, okay? It's easy to blame women with their tits and their lips and their eyelashes, and their hair. So easy. And their lack of intellect in most of their heads. Oh my God. And the weirdness of how women have to go through life. It's not like men. Our plight in life is nothing like a man's, okay? We have to be, because there's mating specifically, companionship as a human is very weird. Well, no, it's actually like this in everyone, right? I mean, in some cases in the animal kingdom, the biggest, baddest boy, male, gets to mate with all of the women, if not just the one that was kind of watching the fight from the sidelines, the cause of the fight. But here in human land, a guy, he's still the hunter. Not very many times. Sometimes for sure, especially with extroverted women and introverted men, the woman is the initiator. But for the most part, it's still... Oh, there's a moth in my car. Son of a bitch. It's still the normal route of courtship is the man approaches, and then the woman assesses the person and also the situation and deems him from there with a yes or a no, right? Or a maybe. Gotta hate those maybes. But, in a lot of cases, a maybe is as close to a yes as a guy is gonna get. Again, depending on circumstances, which are often not really the most conducive to really sussing somebody out, right? This is not like, oh my God, the moth is here now. Golly, get out. This isn't like the 1940s and before 50s where it was like you just kind of went with who you got with who was around you, with who proposed, with who was there, because our networks are so much bigger now. I mean, the fact is, right, people are now commuting 1-2 hours to work. I've heard people of going 3 hours for work. So that's a 3-hour radius at which a person can meet somebody now. Back then, in the 40s, 50s and such, a lot of people never left their hometown. Why fucking would they? So what I'm trying to say is women are not the problem, okay? If anything, women are, modern day women, the ones that you're thinking of, they are a symptom of the problem, but they are not the problem. They are not what is holding men down and humanity by default. No, it is bankers. It is bankers. It is people who bankers hire to do their dirty work. Because while banking is very dirty work, it's really half the story, because there are economic hitmen and actual hitmen and actors and smugglers, right? Epstein, who do the other half of the dirty work. It's all dirty. Is that an Amazon? No, it's a kayak. I thought it was one of those Google things where, but anyways, shut up. Why am I talking about this? Because this weekend I was at home and I had the YouTube on going on in the background, and Autoplane was Homath, who is so funny. He is so funny because his delivery is great. He's got that mister because you don't know what he looks like. He's very personable because he does, talk about his real life kind of trajectory, and his drawings are amazing, right? And he was talking to the Pearl girl. I don't know what her real name is, but the Pearly girls, Pearly something, her, the redhead, the ugly redhead with the voice that's actually worse than mine. I can't stand that woman. I cannot stand that woman. And I've tried, and if probably at the end of the day, I would be on her side, but she's just so, there's a lot to say about red-headed loudmouth girls that just transcends the need for logic. They are so annoying and ugly people, like basically inside and out. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to take relationship advice from a girl from somebody who like basically did the research, has been with one guy. Shut the fuck up. It's the same with that other girl, like a month or two ago, that she poor girl, she's like 4 months pregnant, and her husband, she's in a relationship, kind of the same thing as Pearly Girls, the wizard Liz. She's a relationship expert, but I'm sorry, you've been with one man? Why are you women and men too listening to people who have been in one relationship? Are you out of your fucking mind? That's like Aubrey Marcus and Vailana listening to this Gaffney dude, Mark Gaffney, who has like 3 divorces behind him and a slew of sexual assault charges. Like, what? You're listening to him? Oh, and you're gonna bring him on your channel, and you're gonna promote him as this referee in your throuple polyam. Just, people are so, we need to just pause what this video is about. People literally, I don't understand. It seems like the average person does not have discernment in their life. Like, my fucking God, dude. Like, is it not at this point public knowledge that nobody should listen to anybody whose life they wouldn't like want? Like, I mean, we're in a life including finances, including personal life, including mental health. Like, the aforementioned people are sick. They're all like clearly sick. Maybe not Homath, he seems pretty okay, but Pearly Girl, like, her life does not exude happiness. My God. Like, people, another thing, discernment, okay, pruning. prune the bullshit out of your life, all right? If they are bullshit people with like major red flags, like you just need to prune them away. I know it might be difficult, like home math, right? I'm pruning that guy out of my life. It's kind of difficult. Pruning is difficult. Have you ever pruned a marijuana plant? It's very difficult. But I, again, will not listen to this women are the problem shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Well, as the dollar is falling, as we all know, a McDonald's burger is now, what, $11? And in 1950s, it was 5 cents. You're going to tell me that women are the problem, that the dollar is 95% less than what it was fucking 50, 60 years ago? You're going to blame women for the fact that houses are now starting at $800,000? No, it's fucking men, you fucking idiots. Men run this fucking world, and some women, but it's mostly men. Financial men, royal men, just, you know, blah, blah, blah men, just really hootin' tootin', rootin' tootin' boys who just have no concept of what it means to be real. Like, I saw this great reel or something of Dan Blazarian, and he was like, you know, being rich sucks because at a certain point, like, the money just doesn't do anything, right? You when you first get money, you buy one really nice car, then you get a little bit more money, then you buy 2 cars in a year, and then you get a little more money and you buy 5 really nice cars in a year. And at a certain point, like, he was like, I bought a car, like a Lamborghini or something. He's like, it made me happy for 24 hours. I drove that car like 3 times in a year and I got rid of it because it literally, at a certain point, it just doesn't bring you any fucking joy. Why am I talking about that? Oh my God, I don't know. It's just so retarded. Like, I'm home stretch now, literally home stretch now. Like, I behoove anyone listening to me still to stop with the men versus women thing. It will benefit you so much. The moment you stop hating women is the moment women will come into your life. You think a woman's gonna come into your life if you fucking listen 4, 5, 6, 7, 8+ hours a day listening to guys and stupid, ugly women talk about how shitty women are? You think you're ever gonna get a woman with that in your aura? You fucking fucktard. I don't care how much you work out. I don't care how great your skin is. I don't care how smart you are. I don't even care how much fucking money you make, dude. If that's in your fucking aura, guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna get a bunch of fucking hoes who are gonna hose you for all that you are because they saw that it's a game. This is a game. This is a game of chess. And one of us is going to take all the goddamn checkers, all right? You're playing with years of her life, and she's going to play with years of your life that are accumulated in money. So just, yeah, the men versus women thing is so fucking retarded. So fucking retarded. Just out your damn mind, dude. Anything to talk about the real people, to talk about the real culprits. And it's funny because there's a channel, I think it was an article or something, I'm not sure in what magazine or newspaper. It's called Crazy Days and Nights. Go to their YouTube channel. Lately, they still talk about blind items in the celebrity world, but lately they've been talking about really important people like Jeffrey Epstein and the important characters who are not celebrities. They're very ugly people, non-sexy people who convorted with that man. I hope I said that word right. Who, perused around the sun with that man for many rounds around the sun, many years. So hot. The men versus women thing needs to be squashed immediately. It cannot go on anymore. We cannot keep shitting on women. Ugly, like pretty ugly women, right? Like pretty comma ugly women. Pretty women that are internally ugly. And because there will always be gold diggers. Always. There has always been, and there will always be. But that said, there are also good women, and there are good men. But the latter two have always been rare. Always been rare. And I don't believe that everyone in this lifetime will find their true love. It is such an honor and a privilege. It is a fucking miracle that, you know, to even believe that for a day, the high is so amazing. And then to go a year or more thinking that every single day, it is just, you will not, all the hate in your life will basically leave your body, because you just realize how fucking special and lucky you are to be living this life, to have that actually cross paths with you and be your reality. Not sure if that made sense. I don't know, like, I'm sorry, Homath, like, I wish he would aim upwards, you know. Again, shitting on, calling out women with their fake tits, their fake eyes, their eyelashes, their fake hair, their fake skin, their fake everything, right? Like, it's easy. It's easy because they're clowns. And what's easy to do? It's easy to laugh at a clown, because that's what a clown wants you to do. They're just as brainwashed as the dudes, you know, running around with their ass out, right? With their pants down to their fucking ass crack. Like, if they knew what they were fucking, you know, what was going on there, they would pull those things up to their fucking belly button, Ernest style. It's just, no, like, at this point, like, you know, I said this in my channel a lot when I first started it a couple years ago. We are at war. Like, we are at war. We are at war. Okay? We have been at war actually for a very long time. Like, this country, like, you could argue it was the day JFK got shot, but you could definitely argue it started before. But the way things have ramped up since September 11th, it's just, at this point, like, there is not a moment to lose. Like, we all need to hone our fucking minds so that we can hone our fucking behaviors in a way that is expedient, to say the least. So with that, thank you for coming on this drive with me. It's a beautiful day. Take care. Bye.